Good evening. This is Max Kellerman reporting to you live from ESPN. This morning at 9:30 a.m., the Miami Dolphins released word that they have parted ways with Brian Flores. Brian Flores is no longer employed by the Miami Dolphins. Guys, it just goes to show that on any given Sunday, the tides of life will suck you out before you know it. Treasure the moments. Yes, my God, yes, you gotta live for each one of them. Maya Angelou would have choice words for that quagmire. Oh, I bet she would, so long as she would care about it. Absolutely. That's a great head coach in Brian Flores that the Miami Dolphins have chosen to part ways with. Great head football coach. Yeah, for sure. When I read the memo today before the morning show, I was like, Brian Flores got fired. Like, wait, is this not the same Brian Flores we were just toasting last week for Coach of the Year? I mean, Stephen M. Ross may be one of the richest men on South Beach, but he is among the poorest of men on Character Street, starting with house number 1, the House of Respect. I thought Stephen M. Ross said when Flores was hired he was going to win the Super Bowl with, if I quote him correctly, continuity on the horizon. Yes, I thought he was ready to win with those words too, but I guess you could just say about that we were wrong! Whoa. Whew. Yes. That's a Mont Blanc you just slammed to pieces. So it is. Spencer Penn. Look, back to Flores and the Miami Dolphins. Right. Yeah. Yep. Listen, I don't mean to get into that thing I do where I randomly start screaming and I exaggerate the tone of my voice and make you think I'm the white Stephen A. Smith. Because if Boomer can do things like that without being seen as a black journalist protege, and I, on the other hand, have to seem exactly that way, then I think it's not so much about racism, Isaiah, as it is about our failure as a society to recognize natural patterns. Boomer, Smith, myself. Yeller, yeller, yeller. White Jew, black man, white Jew. It's just a simple pattern of nature inscribed into the cosmos by laws of physics. And I think it's time we start looking at each other with that exact level of growth and maturity. Nobody's copying anyone. Precisely, no one is trying to steal anyone's mojo. That is except for Josh Allen trying to rob dual-threat elite passing titles away from John Elway. How about that young gunslinger in Buffalo? But back to Brian Flores. Where does he go from here, Isaiah? Max Kellerman, esteemed colleagues, Brian Flores had not only myself, but all of us convinced before the end of the season the Miami Dolphins would make the playoffs, but we were wrong. Then still he had us convinced that he would be retained as head coach of that football team, but we were wrong again. Now, I would like to say I know his next job in the NFL will be fortuitous, but part of me fears the next coming of what happened twice already when we were wrong. We were wrong! We were wrong! We were wrong! Powerful words. Yup.